Today we are discussing the interview questions and answers for AWS Solutions Architect Professional SAP. You can download the complete list of AWS based questions from the link provided in the description. Our interview question based on AWS SAP is: what is the AWS Data Migration Service DMS and how is it used? Your answer should be AWS Database Migration Service DMS is a managed service that helps you migrate databases to AWS with minimal downtime. It supports homogeneous, for example, Oracle to Oracle, and heterogeneous, for example, Oracle to Amazon Aurora database migrations, and provides features like continuous replication and schema conversion. Our next interview question is: how do you implement cross account access using AWS IAM roles? Your answer should be cross account access using AWS IAM roles involves creating an IAM role in one AWS account and granting permissions to access resources in another AWS account. The trust relationship between the accounts allows users or services in the first account to assume the role and access resources in the second account securely. Our next interview question is: explain the differences between AWS Code Commit, AWS Code Build, and AWS Code Deploy. Your answer should be AWS Code Commit is a fully managed source control service for hosting Git repositories. AWS Code Build is a fully managed build service for compiling and testing code. And AWS Code Deploy is a deployment service for automating application deployments to EC2 instances, Lambda functions, or on-premises servers. Our next interview question is: how do you implement data replication and synchronization between on-premises data centers and AWS? Your answer should be data replication and synchronization between on-premises data centers and AWS can be implemented using services like AWS Data Sync, AWS Storage Gateway, or third-party replication solutions. These services provide options for real-time or scheduled replication of data to AWS storage services. Our next interview question is: what is AWS Elemental Media Live and how is it used for live video streaming? Your answer should be AWS Elemental Media Live is a broadcast-grade live video processing service that encodes, transcodes, and delivers live video streams for broadcast, television, and online streaming platforms. It supports features like real-time video processing, adaptive bitrate streaming, and integration with other AWS services. Our next interview question is: how do you optimize network performance in AWS? Your answer should be network performance in AWS can be optimized by selecting appropriate instance types and sizes, choosing low latency AWS regions and availability zones, leveraging AWS Direct Connect or AWS Global Accelerator for dedicated network connections, and implementing content delivery networks CDNs like Amazon CloudFront. Our next interview question is explain the differences between Amazon CloudFront and Amazon API Gateway. Your answer should be Amazon CloudFront is a content delivery network CDN service for caching and delivering content globally with low latency, while Amazon API Gateway is a fully managed service for creating, publishing, and managing APIs at scale. CloudFront is used for caching static and dynamic content, while API Gateway is used for creating and managing APIs. If you are preparing for any AWS-based certifications, you can download the complete list of valid, tried and tested questions and answers from the link provided in the description below.